Before we get into today's video, I just need to remind everyone I'm not a financial advisor. You must of course do your own due diligence. Please take everything as entertainment only.
Yeah. Coincidence. Yeah. Coincidence. Yeah. Coincidence. Something that happens by chance, I think not.
What's the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy Wholesale. I hope of course you're all well as always. Today's video I'm doing an update on Argo blockchain. I'm just going to cut straight to it. This stock has been tanking, cryptos tanking, stocks tanking. See a similar pattern here. Everything's going to Cape Town. I'm doing this video because I just want you to know my thoughts on Argo blockchain, the way I'm playing Argo blockchain, and just in general the way the whole market is, guys. It's absolutely brutal. It really is, and I fear that we haven't seen anything yet. I do think that there's going to be more to come, unfortunately, but this week or the next week is the last chance for any sort of recovery in the short term, I feel. Looking at the technicals, looking at the news articles, it looks to be at a high level. All the smart money has been pulling out their money the last 3 months. They're continuing to do it. Retail people like myself have been buying the dips, doing their best to keep things, oh, great opportunity. I bought this at 800, I'm gonna love it at 600. We've been buying the dips, and I think most people bought the dips to the point where there's no money left. Now, I thankfully I've been phasing in the money on a monthly basis for the last 2 months, so I've kind of safeguarded myself there. I've about, as it stands, about a third of the money in free funds sitting. And yeah, I'm still not very comfortable with this whole situation. So I know that I've stopped bealing it.
I've got nothing left. I've got nothing left.
When this first started the pullback, I literally just went, oh, Tesla's at 4% discount, and just put like so much money into it, and averaged down 4%, thinking bargain. Next week it was down another 10%. Oh yes, bad again. And then it was down another 5%, and then another 5%. I started going, right, this isn't sustainable. The gaping's real. And everything else has just went down. And my main target, my main focus, and my main biggest investment is Tesla. I'm very leveraged up, or 3 times leveraged, so I'm just continually adding into it. And over the last month, it became more apparent. What happens if this doesn't go up? What happens if there's more of a gaping to come? What do we do here? And I know this stock video is going to be about Argo blockchain, but I just thought I would do an overall wrap up of the whole market. So my new strategy, not new strategy, but my kind of the way I'm trying to play it is, I'm trying to trim off fats. I got so much hate for taking off profits for Coastal Minerals, and guys, I'm going to do nothing but just pat myself on the back on that one, because it has saved me, I think, 50% now. So for all those people that were hating on me, oh, you shouldn't have sold, my intentions haven't changed about the company. They're great to go in big places and buying for the long term. However, looking at the market, looking at the technical analysis, that was one stock that I was up significantly, one of the winners over the last few weeks, and I have absolutely no regrets taking 95% of my money out of that. And with that mentality, and I think this is why a lot of people are doing it, because all the smart money's moved out, retail people are starting to go, Christ, I'm just going to start taking some profits here. And I think that's why the market is where we are. And unfortunately, I do think that there's more to come of gapings, and that's not what people want to hear. And if people want to go and listen to the other guys just talk about the bangers and this is a hot one, jump on this before it's too late, well, go and do all that. Go jump on all these things before it's too late, because trust me, it is not too late. If you pump into these things, you will get gaped. I'm trying to be as real as I can, guys. It's not looking good, the market, guys, but tough times don't last, tough people do, and there's plenty of upside here, and that's the main positives, guys. You're investing long term, you need to believe in the stocks you're doing. A lot of these stocks that we promote in this channel, a lot of the big stocks, none of the fundamentals have changed. They're smashing earnings. Everything is still good about these stocks, but the market has just not realized that, or the market is pricing in a correction, and that is what's happening. So with all that in mind, let's get into Argo blockchain's video. So guys, Argo blockchain, covered it 6th of May on the earnings. We talked about all that. Earnings maybe weren't as good as we hoped, but there was positives. I think it's a good stock. Cryptocurrency though, however, since then has really started tanking hard. People are blaming Elon. okay, it hasn't helped. They maybe threw some, gas onto the fire, but it was going down anyway, guys. There was a bubble. We've kind of burst that a bit. Thankfully, I've got about half of it out compared to where it was, and that was purely because of what Elon tweeted last week. It put fear in me, and then I just started seeing everyone talking about crypto, and I just thought, this is just getting a wee bit too big. So I've stripped it out and I've left in what I've left in, and we'll just see where that goes. I'm still holding Shiba. I've took £1 on Shiba. I bought Shiba last week, £500 in, and it's down to 250. So I've lost half of my Shiba money in a week. So that's nice. And I'm still holding Dogecoin on the dream that all these things are going to go to $1. So I'm holding those penny stocks, those meme stocks, sorry. And I'm really, really praying to the gods, because right now, guys, I think luck and gamble and pump and dumps are your best chance of getting any money. Isn't that nice? So yeah, that's where I'm at with all that. That's why Argo blockchain is pulling back, because Bitcoin's pulling back, Argo blockchain. We've talked about that previously on this channel, how those things kind of go hand in hand, and it makes sense. They mine Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes down, value of that goes down. Well, then the value of Argo at a high level is going to go down. But let's just pull up some stuff here. The previous video, go in the archives, I'll share the link here, guys. You can go and have a look at that. We talked about the deal to build a new crypto mining facility. That's going to be great. But if we actually just go into this article, Argo blockchain's mining revenues continue to rise. The group said it had mined 163 Bitcoin or Bitcoin equivalent during the month, while its margins rose slightly to 85%. Argo blockchain reported higher revenues in April as the firm continued to mine Bitcoin as it saw margins widen slightly. In a monthly update, the crypto miner reported 6.7 million in April, up from 6.57 million in March, with an average monthly margin of around 85%. Okay, guys, so take that into consideration. That is absolutely great. Continuing to grow, brilliant. The group has also reported that it mined 163 Bitcoin or Bitcoin equivalent over the month, compared to 165 Bitcoin in March. At the end of April, the company said it held 936 Bitcoin or equivalents. I'm thrilled that Argo has generated the fourth consecutive month of record mining revenue and profits. I'm pleased to have engaged Navier in the development of our Texas facility, a partnership that will enable us to expand our mining infrastructure significantly and effectively, Argo Chief Executive Peter Wall said in a statement, and all of that good stuff that I talked about in the other video. Let's pull up the chart. Okay, guys, so we just put up the chart. This is the London one. Obviously now it's on the American stock, which is obviously another positive that we talked about in the other videos. You can see here, guys, if we go back to December only, it was a 17. We're up to 113 now. We've had good rises. It went up, it went down, it went up, it went down. And then this is when the real gaping has kind of started, guys, in and around this sort of date. You can see a lot of volume in the stock. Everything was going rosy, and then it's really started to sell off here. The volume increased and we've went down. If we look at it the last 5 days, we can see here it's going along, and then we fell down into this period, and it's tanked again a further 11% a day, guys. 11% a day, guys. God damn, it is brutal. And if you go to the 1 day chart, guys, you can kind of see we were trending on it, slightly below, trending on it, and slowly but surely we have fell way below. On the short term, guys, there definitely seems to be support in and around these levels. I'm going to be prepared for in and around the 110 mark. We might even see that today, the way it's just going. That would be my next support level. If we fall below that, then yeah, you strap yourselves in for what, 78. Don't think it'll fall any further than that, guys, to be honest, unless we do have this global crash that potentially could happen. I don't think, we're going to ever see these days again. 15, it's just not going to happen, guys. This whole, it uses a lot of energy. Well, it does, okay, but does current currency not use that energy? The bank machines, all the computer systems, printing money, X, Y, Z, guys, by far completely outweighs the weight that Bitcoin and all that uses. Now, I don't know how much it would be if you were completely got rid of currency and put Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies in. What would use more energy? That's up to somebody else. But this whole, it uses loads of energy thing. If it was to replace currency, would it use as much? If we're going down a sustainable route, will that have a massive effect on? Elon's definitely clearly working on something. Will he create his own coin? Will he convert Dogecoin? Will he make Bitcoin better? Who knows what he's going to do, but he's definitely working on something to do with energy there, because ultimately Tesla is all about clean energy. And the other thing, if you even look at other commodities like gold, it uses a hell of a lot of resource as well for the mining and all the stuff that goes along with gold. So you have to take a step back and kind of go, yes, it's bad, it's negative press, but like Tesla, Bitcoin, crypto, all's getting nothing but negative press, and you really need to step back and have a look at the whole picture, in my opinion. I'm not worried. Cryptocurrency is definitely going to be the future. Don't be that guy that sells out and gives up on it. Oh, it's over, it's a bubble. It might tank even further. It might go down another 25%, but where's it going to be in 5 years' time? Just remember that. Guys, can I just take a moment to ask you to subscribe to the channel? I know you're probably hating me giving me all this bad negative news, but I'm trying to be positive. The good times are going to come back. You probably should try and buy the dips, but my advice would be, not that I give advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but my advice would be to definitely structure it to the point where you're using the technicals. At least pull up the moving averages. If you don't really understand, go and check out my other videos about looking at the EMAs, looking at the RSIs, looking at the MACDs. Look for those indicator signs. Even on Trading 212, they've kind of got this basic sort of function where it says buy and sell. Buy when it's saying buy and sell when it says sell. At least if you can stick to that, I feel like you'll safeguard yourself from bigger gapings. Rewind 3 months ago, Tesla down 4%, I just bought. It was a bull market, everything was going up. You just threw money in, it went up, it was brilliant. Those days are gone, they're in the rear view mirror. You need to look forward to the dash. But at the same time, don't look into the rear view mirror too much. Your dash is a lot bigger. Look at that, look at the windscreen, look at the head. There is plenty of good things to come. Things will bounce back, I'm sure of it, and you don't want to miss that rise. So look, if you're like me and you've A and B'd it, you're in very, very deep, to the point where you're almost going, I can't really sell because there'll be a loss. Stick to your plan, keep buying the dips, but just don't overbuy. Structure it, phase it in, look for support, look for the next 2 steps ahead. What happens if this goes down to this level? What happens if Tesla goes to 480? Just think about all the different steps. Don't just pump all your money in. That would be my advice anyway. Not that I give advice. So that's what I would be doing. Argo blockchain, I'm just going to keep buying in, but again, following that same structure, just slowly phasing it in, keeping an eye on it, and making sure that I keep at least a third of my money in free cash funds, because no one can predict if it's going to be a crash, that's for sure. But a lot of the analysis, all-time highs, we're due a correction, guys. I hate to say it, but I think we are going to Cape Town, if that is my gut, or just sit back. Just sit back and just let the whole market do its thing. You don't have to put any more money in. You don't have to buy these dips. If you're getting tanked and you feel, oh God, starting heart palpitations and stuff, sit it out. You're buying long term. This has been 3 months of tankings. If you're buying this thing supposedly for the next 10 years, 3 months and 10 years is nothing. In a year's time, guys, this will all be in the rear view mirror. You'll be laughing, trust me. So don't panic, sell. But if it's going down and you think, oh Christ, I need to get the money out, or I need to buy the dip, you don't have to do either of those things. If you're getting nervy, just sit out, let it do its thing. You never know. Your 30% drop might go down to 50%, and that's heartbreaking. But at least you didn't buy it when it was only 5% drop. You didn't keep pumping more money in and taking more and more of a pound in. So there's different ways to play this, guys. If you can please like, please subscribe, go on the channel, all that good stuff. Check out all those beautiful links down below, guys, especially now you want to try and save some money. Leave your comments below. I'd love to know your thoughts on Argo blockchain. I'd love to know your thoughts on just in general on the market. It's very much of interest to me. Does anyone else share the sentiment, or is everybody else feeling like, no, it's all going to the moon? I don't know what the right answer is. I'm just some guy on YouTube, but peace.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not.